Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back. I have another page for my December documented, and hopefully, you were seeing this on the last day of August. And this is another one where I started this layout at a crop that I was at earlier this month, but I didn't have everything that I didn't have nearly all the pictures printed that I wanted to include in this layout. So the only one I have is this 3x4 picture of the list that Hallmark puts out for all the movies and when they are going to be premiering, I guess. And so here you can see that I'm pulling out several different pieces that are going to work as placeholders for the movie poster pictures that I'm going to include of some of the movies that we watched during the Christmas season. So here you can see now I'm decorating the pockets themselves, that those are from 49 and Market. I believe those were part of the Christmas Spectacular that came out, I think it's 2, maybe 3 seasons ago now. And so this is a mixture of all of my 49 and Market Christmas rub-ons that I have from the past couple years, and just the bits and pieces that I have left. I do keep them in a 6x8 album page protector, and at least the ones that are the 6x8 size. And there you can see that I do have the most recent collection as well. They're sitting at the top of the screen, and those are 6x12 size. So once I am done with this Christmas season, I will likely cut those apart to fit within the 6x8 page protector as well, with the other remaining rub-ons that I have left. So here I found a couple more. I'm going to put these stars off to the side. And I did originally, here you saw I attached the pockets with my tear tape. It was the 1/8 size, and because the 1/4 inch was almost too big. However, after traveling home and once I got this project back out to start working on it again, then I realized that they were not sticking as well as I wanted to. So I did end up using some liquid glue that you will see here in a little bit. So here is where I'm adding my little bit of mixed media to the page that I'm trying to add to every page and layout within this project here, my December album for 2024. And so on this page I am using the Lindy's Magicals in a gold color. It's the same one I've been using throughout the project here. And I think while I am, well, I clean up here, and then I think I realized, nope, I didn't. So, so here now you can see that I am back at home, and this is where you're going to see me just kind of pull up those edges that were coming apart and add some liquid glue. I think I had actually already added liquid glue a couple days ago to the other side that it was popping up before. One side seemed to be sticking fine and the other wasn't. And so when I came back in to start this project again, I just decided to add it to all 4 sides. So now, well, not 4 sides, all 3 sides of each pocket, and make sure that those are attached really well. So here you can see that I have gone out to Google and just searched for the different movie posters of the movies that we watched throughout the 2024 Christmas season, and I just printed a few of my favorite ones that we did watch. And I did print them in various sizes because based off of the little pile there in the upper right hand corner that I am going to be adding them to different things depending on their size. So there you can see I originally thought that I would put that the Kansas City Chiefs movie poster within that square frame, but it was too big, so I ended up switching it up. And so you can see I'm testing out the different sizes and things. These are the 49 Market tickets that came out several years ago, and so some of them I am putting the posters on the back side of the elements that'll pull out of the pocket on a few of those. So this particular one that you can see that I did get the picture in the front area there, and now I am backing it so I can include a picture on the back side. So just getting that trimmed off so it's not showing on the front side, and just adding that picture to the back. And then I'm looking for a little scrap piece of paper to mat almost all the photos, with the exception of the 3 that are going to go on that little piece on the side. So the little piece that's actually white. So I will use some of the green to mat those photos, and so those will pop off of that white piece as well. So here I'm just grabbing all these little photos, and once I stick them on here, I can't remember which ones go on which, so I honestly don't know if they end up back on the same elements that I originally intended for them to be on, but that's okay. I got them all to work out, and it's all good. So here, just getting those trimmed up, and all of the matting even all the way around. So I guess I'll ask, do you guys actually watch Hallmark movies? I know some people are anti-Hallmark, that they are the same story over and over. And honestly, I think that's kind of what I like about them, that I can turn them on, watch, and don't really have to think too hard about characters and the plot line and the development of the characters. That, it's pretty much is usually girl in distress. She, at some point, she realizes that she might be falling in love with the enemy. And by the end of the movie, they are in love and kiss, and that's the end. So they are very predictable. But I don't know, something about it that, yeah, they're just easy to watch when you need something easy to watch. So sometimes you just need that kind of movie to watch. And if you're not a Hallmark movie watcher, that's okay too. It's not for everybody. And but if you haven't watched one, I don't know, check it out. If you think you need a brain break during the Christmas season, it might just be what you're looking for. So here you can see that I put these 2 pictures back to back that I did trim up. I had extra room on that square picture on each side, that I wasn't going to be losing any of the main focus of the poster. And so here, that I realized that I could still mat this particular photo as well, and put a picture of one of the posters on the back of that as well. So this is where some of my items started to shuffle. I think I was debating here whether, and I struggled with this piece of ticket as well, because the one photograph, or the one ticket, says photograph on it, and it was upside down. And so I was kind of focusing on the ticket that said admit 1, because it's kind of like, okay, buying a ticket to go see a movie. But then I ended up covering most of it, so I probably should have just turned it around and left the photograph how it was. But I come up with the solution for that here a little bit later. So here's where I am matting the small pictures on the green to go on this white piece, and that'll give some good contrast. And here I realize that it's like, I should have left the piece that I used to mat that photo, but too late now. They are all glued down. And just trimming those up, and you will see my solution here for what I'm going to use on the back of the movie list here. Let's see, so those are finally done. I'm going to get that attached to this smaller piece. These two tiny ones, they just go on here side by side, and then I will add one to the back side as well. And then that is going to finish up this particular piece that will go into the pocket. And so I'm just, as I finish each one up, I'm tossing them up into the pile in the upper left-hand side. So here I do end up matting this on a piece of music paper to cover the back side. And so just get that trimmed up here. And the scrap piece that I have from that green paper, it does go all the way across. And instead of putting a picture on the back side of the tickets, that I do decide to use these smaller pictures and put them on the back side of the movie list. So, and just using that scrap. And I think that will pretty much use up that entire piece of paper that came from my Elizabeth Crafts Reminiscence Book 8. I've been slowly trying. I didn't use as many as I had hoped for this particular project, but I still have a lot of Christmas layouts to do for Cody's 12 by 12 album, so I'm sure I have many more chances to use up more of the Christmas papers from that book. So there, I'm getting that last bit glued on, and now I'm gonna add some rub-ons around on each of these pieces so there are not so many, so they don't look like they were just an afterthought, and they do have some decoration, but I didn't want anything that was bulky, so I did stick with strictly with the rub-ons, so it will stay a flat surface, so they will glide in and out of each of those pockets quite nicely. So here I was going to staple the backing to this piece since it got cut off, but decided to just go ahead and add it to this particular element there on the back side. And here on the movie list one, on the back side, I am adding these pieces of holly. So that one I'm done. I think there I was considering whether I wanted to maybe staple on a piece of ribbon or something like that, but it is easy enough to grab and just pull out of the pockets themselves. So here just had a row of green stars that I added along the edge there, and then I do find another, they're kind of hard to see, but it's okay, that I added them on there, these cream little diamonds that I'll put over the top of the numbers and above the photo here. So I think you can still see them when we get to the close-up shots here. And so this particular one, since there is wording on there, and this is where I'm trying to cover up the part of the ticket where it is upside down and it says photographs. So I find a sticker from the sticker book here that is, it's pretty thin, it's like a planner thickness type of sticker, and then I just add this rub on. Honestly, I'm not sure what it says, but then I find another star sticker from that sticker book and put off to the side here just to finish that off there. I think I do maybe add, yep, a puffy dot on there as well. Oop, and it flung off there and off of my tweezers as I was trying to get those put on. So here I have this one last piece that I'm going to decorate, and so I'm going to add these stars again here at the bottom, and just to give a little visual interest, and I think I find like a small tab or another one of those small border pieces. So I think I go, yeah, this one that says love this, and I think a few more stars. Nope, maybe not. So one more rub on, trying to figure out what to put. Nope, not a rub on. I go with the sticker maybe. I think I go with stars on this one just to add some interest there on the corner, but not cover up too much of that part that does still say admit one. So here I am showing you how I'm going to get all those elements into the bucket. And I have actually added this last ticket that I, not, oh, yep, I have added the journaling on there. That I did notice a theme of some of the movies last year, that it seemed like they were remakes of movies from the 90s, like True Lies. One kind of seemed like Back to the Future, things of that nature. So, um, here are the close-up shots. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave those down below. I have links for all my Instagram as well as Pinterest, and thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, welcome, and we will see you next time. Bye.